what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift. I got some good news for you. The coffee mugs came in. That's right. The Strat Soldier coffee mugs are on. They're here. All right. It's real. It's real. But I got something even better for you. I got Jay Smith here. He's going to show us how he trades the strat. He trades the strat options. I know you guys want that. I know you want it. Come on. Come on. Somebody tell me how to trade the strat with options. But this guy, he can do it. Jay Smith can tell you. I've been following him for I don't know timeline, but let's just say a couple years. Just for between us, it's been a few years. All right, I watch people for a long time before I ask them to come on to the show, just because I got to know. Okay, is this person legit? Are they really taking these trades? Is this person a real trader? And you know if they're real or not. If they're always posting wins and they ain't never post no losses, or they can't tell you how to deal with a drawdown, they might not be a real trader. Jay Smith has been through it all. He's been through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And he's going to show us how he does things. Now, there's going to be some surprises in here because we really don't have an agenda, but that's good though, because we're going to be talking about the strat, and we all see the strat the same way, and that's what makes it fun, right? So we might trade it a little different, but we all see the same reversal on the screen, and you cannot dispute. Once a three, always a three, can't not be. All right. So, Jay Smith, if you hear me out there, go ahead and unmute your screen. Let's get this going. I'm excited.
Sure. Yes, man. I appreciate you bringing me on. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Great introduction, by the way, too. I appreciate
yeah.
it.
Thank you, thank you. I got a little bit of practice.
Yeah. I hear
I love
that.
it. I love it when I got somebody new coming on the
Okay.
weekend shift, and then
Yeah.
I love doing it around this time frame too in August,
Oh, yeah.
because I showed a chart. It was earlier this week. The trend is down right now,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
know this is going to be posted later on. So when we'll be looking at some charts, but
Uh-huh.
August is usually red or flat, and the September is usually always flat or red.
Hmm.
And I'm telling people, it's the dog days of summer. Like it's low volume, leave it alone, and people don't want to hear that. So
They don't.
the people that do listen and they do stop and they take that mental break. I love bringing people on and saying, okay, show us a new technique, or show us how you do it, because it's automatically going to be new to us,
Got you.
and give us some time to, and that gives us time from August, September to practice. Last year I worked with charts and he showed us how
Hmm.
to trade ORB. I worked
Oh,
with
okay.
Steve Burns. Steve Burns, the guy who put Rob
Oh,
Smith
yeah.
like on the map, so to speak, with his.
Okay.
He's the one that published "What Do We Know to Be True About Price Action." He was on last year too. So anyway, all I'm saying is August, September. That's a perfect time to learn something new, and it gives you
Yeah.
time to put it into practice before October comes. So I'll shut
Tell
up.
you. No, no, no,
How
no.
about you?
You're good. Hey, you're stating facts because that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's going to happen. Like, we're going to
Hmm.
take this little downturn, but guess what? We're going to come back up to the upside. So
Yep.
just got to prepare for it all.
Yep, October comes around, and all
Yeah.
the investors and everybody comes back in from vacation, and
Hmm. That's exactly how it goes. People need to hear that. They need to
yeah, they
know.
make their money too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There'll be smart money and dumb money and all this other silliness. Oh my
All that
goodness.
crazy stuff. Yeah, man.
So how long you've been trading? Because I have followed you for a while. I said
Okay.
2 years.
Yeah.
It might have been. We probably followed each other for a lot longer than that. But let's
Probably.
just say two. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you've been following me about 2 years or so. So I actually started back in like 2020, kind of that COVID
Yeah, yeah,
area.
yeah, yeah.
But it was a little bit before that, to be honest, like as far as not just options, but like stocks. My dad told me about it in
Ooh.
my early 20s.
Hmm.
And he was doing, just regular investing, I believe, and he put me onto it, and then he got into options. So I think he was like in his 40s or something like that when he got into options. So he ended up sending me like a screenshot of a trade that he did. So an earnings call that he took. And he turned, I forgot the exact amount, but I know he turned a small amount to like 30K. So when he did that, I said, oh man, what is this? What is this? So,
Wow.
so yeah, so he was like, hey son, put $500 into your Robinhood account. I was like, okay. So I put it in there. I put it in there, and then like a few months went by. It like he never said anything else about it. So I don't know what was going on. I'm pretty sure he was still making money, but he probably was so focused on his account, he kind of forgot to really dig into
Yeah.
it. He did give me some tips along the way, and he told, he gave me certain strategies to use and all that good stuff. But that's pretty much where I started back in 2020. And then I took my first options trade around that time. And fast forward, I started trading something called the squeeze at that time,
Okay.
squeeze. And I saw this squeeze on GameStop around that time on a 15-minute chart. I remember like it was yesterday. So I put like $200 in there. The next day, when it skyrocketed, I did like 8,000, no, $9,000 in one
Wow.
day. So after that happened, I got bit by the bug. But it's like that was good and bad. I think it was more bad than good when I think about it. Because I skyrocketed. I'm like, oh, and that new trader thing that
Yeah.
happened, that luck happened to me. And then, I had to learn. So things went left, went down, stressed out. I'm like, oh, this stuff not working as consistent as I thought. And then it just got bad.
Hmm.
So anyway, I had to learn discipline. I had to learn so many different things. Fast forward, 2023 comes. I start noticing people talk about the strat. I'm like, okay, what is this? I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3 candle. Okay, all right. And it's like I was kind of the person like, hey, I don't want to keep learning stuff because I was tired of the rabbit hole. That's
Hmm.
where it gets stressful on your journey. You're doing too
Yeah.
much, and you're scared to take a trade. So, but some told me like, hey, just learn the strat. This will be the last one you need to learn. So I went and did it. And ever since then, I've been pretty consistent, man. And I started to learn about the fail too, and we'll get into that later. But yeah, that really helped me on my journey.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic. That's
yeah, man, I
fantastic.
appreciate
I love
it.
that you learned it from your dad. That's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah, that was cool. I thank God that he, told me about it, and that's all I really had to do. He told me about it, and I saw the results that he got, and then I had a friend and my brother. He actually did well. He started to scale up. They kept telling me, trade options, trade options. And I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical in the beginning because I'm like, yeah, my dad got a story about it. Like I think I asked him, I'm like, don't you gotta pay taxes on that stuff? And I had so many different questions, right, at a
Yeah.
young age. And I was just skeptical though. I didn't know like that you can like make profit like that. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but if you do it right, you can
Yeah.
make some good money from it and make a living from it. I'm like, oh, okay, well. And then I
Yeah.
just started to do it after seeing results, though it took a lot for me to actually do. Cause I was just so focused on saving money back then. I just wanted to save my money. I was making a little bit of my little job, just wanted to save my money up. I didn't want to lose it because I thought it was like gambling, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so I
I
had to
did
switch my
the
mindset.
I did the same thing. I wanted to learn how to trade. I've
Yeah.
always had it, I always wanted the stock market. I always had an idea of wanting to be in it. And then
Uh-huh.
I one of the guys at work showed me how to start, trading on Robinhood, and I was
There
buying
you go.
stocks, and I thought I was good. You know what I mean? Like, all right.
Yeah.
And then I came home and I told my wife, I was like, this is what we're gonna do. And this is 2019. I'm like,
Mm.
and I told her,
2019.
I remember telling, I best, same thing, same mindset thing. Let me stay on track. Same
Yeah.
mindset thing. I'm like, I mean, I wrestled it within my own mind too. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
not gambling. This is not me just throwing my money on some stuff, and I'm not going to learn how to do that stuff. So people think I just came up with this whole like difference between trading and gambling. Like I just came
Yeah.
up with it like a gimmick. No, like that was my mindset even before I really started trading. Like to
Mm. Yeah.
there's so many movies, Wolf of Wall Street, The
Yeah.
Big Easy, all these other,
Those
crazy movies where,
inspiring. Yeah.
people. I think I know this is not my one of my favorite trading movies, Trading
Uh,
Spaces or Trading Places with
okay.
Eddie Murphy. I know
Oh,
that's
oh,
a
yeah, yeah,
yeah, the start, but but anyway, we're not going to lose everything trying to throw all our money in the stock
yeah.
market. But I
Yeah.
pretty much told her the same thing, but it was really hard to even start because every
Mm,
time I bought a stock or every time I bought an option, this is not gambling. This is not, so I
mm,
know what you're talking about. And I know there's other people that had that same, maybe they're battling it, maybe they're a brand new trader or, and they're battling with it right now. So that's awesome.
yeah.
You brought that up. I appreciate
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh, no problem, no problem.
Yeah.
And man, yeah, on my journey, when I think back like to what really kept me going, I think it was just that drive to just help people and do something better than what I was doing. Because another thing that just kind of pulled at me is the fact that I started noticing, like I was saving my money, like I was talking about my early 20s with my job and all that, but I'm like, I'm really just capped at this job, and it's like it's taking me forever to make a
Hmm.
certain amount of money. And like for example, when my dad, sent me the screenshot of him making like 30 grand, he made like what I was making in a whole year in one day. I'm like, come on, man, I'm working so hard to get
Yeah.
that type of money. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think I just, and it wasn't just money, it was just like, hey, this is a vehicle that's not capped. That was my
Mhm.
thing. Because I started off in like network marketing and all types of stuff. I started to get into sales and all that. I just wanted to have another stream of
Yeah.
income. Yeah, because that's important, I feel like, because you're capped at that job. I don't care how high you go up. You
Yeah.
cap. You get bonuses here and there, but you cap.
Yeah. 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 And that's the good thing about trading. You can do something with your money outside of your regular 9 to 5.
Outside of it, yeah, you can make a little
Yep.
extra money on the side.
Yep. And that's that little that is true. I know that feeling too. That's that thing. You're having a rough day at work but you look at your positions, you like, I'm green. Hey, yo ain't got me. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do this little stupid TPS report. I'll get your stupid cover sheet,
yeah.
Steve.
I'm telling you. Oh yeah, that's how it is. Oh boy, that's how
Man.
it is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hammer and force. I ain't worried about this ding dang report. This is a family show. I can't do no cussing, but you know what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean.
you can't do no cussing though. But yeah, man, that's how it is. But I tell anybody, hey, keep your day job until you like
Yes.
really get consistent because
Hmm.
it's a journey. It's a
Yes.
journey
Yes.
until you really figure it out. But I finally found something that works for me consistently, and it has worked wonders.
So,
So
do you want to get into it or do you want to show us something else or?
yeah, we can hop into it.
Okay.
So let me see. I'm gonna share my screen
Yep.
here.
Let me make sure there you go.
Okay, so let me go to share. I wonder, can I just, okay, it looks like I can just share my
Man, I'm
stuff.
scared. Every time I get a new strategy on here, I'm about to see something wild. He's gonna
Uh-oh.
have
Yeah,
Fibonacci's and
it's about
VWAPs and
it's
drop tops
about to
and
get
all the. Oh,
crazy,
okay. All
man.
right. Woo. I was about to
It's
have
not too
heart
bad.
palpitations.
Oh man. So okay, so you can see that pretty good.
Yes, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, good deal.
Now
Okay.
your top bar is showing if you want to hide any of your tabs and all that stuff. I don't know
Let me see.
if you don't
Set.
care about that. I mean,
I don't have too much up there. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't-
yeah.
yeah.
I'm always worried about that too.
Uh,
I'm never looking at nothing crazy, but at the same
yeah,
time, I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
you're like
Nothing too
yeah.
crazy up there. Nothing too crazy. But
Mhm.
all right. So let me take these candles off really quick.
Is that a script on your candles?
Yeah. So it's something
Okay.
called the 10x candles, and I can briefly talk about that. It's basically finding momentum. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, finding momentum on the stock, and that's why I love it. But the only reason I'm going back to my like regular candles real quick, so people can understand what I'm saying
Okay.
as far as like looking at the price action. So,
Hmm.
just to kind of circle back to what I was talking about earlier, what has really been working consistently for me is the fail to. So either if it's a fail to up or fail to down. Now, I have tried several different, combos because there's a select
Yeah.
um few, you know what I mean? But I've tried the, 2-1-2 up. That used to be my favorite. It was really good. And of course you can trade that with a full time frame continuity, right? And it's
Hmm.
effective. But there's times where, hey, it'll pop up, that two up will go up, and then you get clapped. It
Yeah.
turns
Yeah. Yeah.
a fail
Yeah.
to work. And
Hmm.
that's where the pain started coming in. I'm like, okay, it's something I'm still missing. So I kept trading, kept trading, kept trading. And like I said, I came across just the regular fail two down. if I'm bullish and I have to have full time frame continuity, I tell
Okay.
everyone, make sure, please, I'm begging you to make sure you have full time frame continuity because sometimes, hey, we can catch trades that don't have it. But I would say, you should be in like a swing position, maybe, because and I meant to talk about that too. I like the day trade a lot. I'm not a scalper, but
Mhm.
I'm more so a day trader. But what I do is like I have a set amount that I'm going to trade for that day, right? So it's like, okay, I'm going to put this amount in this trade. It's either going to work or it's not. But most of the time, if I stick to these rules that I'm talking about, I hit back to back. So it may be 50%, 100%, 200% some days. So this trade alone, I think I still got the screenshot up here. This one candle here, and I'll get back into the whole
No, I'm
setup.
listening. Yeah, yeah, you got my attention, definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, so this was 137% for me in one day. And that's what I've
Wow.
been looking for so long, just something simple, straight to the point where I can, make enough percentage wise and then I can take size off. So I tell anyone like, hey, if you're getting into option trading, if you can't afford to do like at least 4 contracts, you're setting yourself up for failure. The only reason I say that is
Okay.
because say you have 4 contracts, right? You can take when you get up to a certain percentage, like 30 or 50%, you can take off 3 of those contracts, lock in majority of your position, and leave one runner.
Pay
And
yourself. Pay
yeah,
yourself and leave
pay
one
your,
running.
oh man, pay yourself.
If you were in the Strat Camp webinar yesterday, or you were in one, a couple months ago, or even last year, whenever, you
Mhm.
guys know I talk about that in the introduction of the Strat Camp webinar. Pay yourself. I talk about that in the opening managed positions. I'm not going to start preaching. I'm just saying.
Now you're
I love it
fine.
when
Go
someone gets up because
ahead.
I don't know. I
Hey man,
say
they
things
have
and
to hear
people
it. They
don't want
need
to listen to me. And then you get on here with a nice beard, a nice shirt, and everything. You say the exact same daggone words and the same,
Hey,
and they go, "Oh, that's a good idea."
yeah, that's how it is. That's
Like
how
you daggone, I've been saying it for 2 years, you old knucklehead.
pay yourself because hey, you got to look at it too. Like you have an opportunity. The market is giving us an opportunity every day to make money.
Hmm.
Grateful and take advantage of that opportunity
Yeah,
and take advantage of it. Hey, pay yourself something, because you got to think sometimes this stuff goes left. Man, you can be up like 50% and next thing you know, you're back down to break even. Then you're questioning the whole trade. You're like, okay, should I
yeah,
get out? Should I stay in? You scared. But if you would have took some profit at like 50% or 30, or whatever, like
yeah,
you would feel better as the day progressed because you only have a runner or so on, like I said,
yep,
if you only do 4 contracts. So that's
yep.
that, man. And so as far as the straight up, setup, like I said, full time frame continuity, first and foremost. Um, and I love a fail to on the day when I'm focusing on my day trade setup. And another thing that I actually love and I started to pay attention to. Now, this a little secret here. I love when it's a setup like this, where you have these 2 candles like this. So one, it's basically the opposite color. So even if it's bearish or bullish, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
I like it to be the opposite color only because I know that, okay, the bears were in here. The bulls, well, actually, hold on, look. The bears were in here. Then um the bears stayed in, went below that low right here, right? Coming into this candle, then the bulls come back in, flip price action back up. So that lets me know that there's a higher probability. If this next candle triggers a 2 up, it should stay green.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like a buy the dip type of move, short term.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's perfect. And then I was hoping well, I love what you just said about the Bulls, the Bears and the Bulls, because we always gauge participants by price and time. And
Yeah.
so I love that hammer. But one thing Rob used to talk about a lot. So
Mhm.
I'm still in line with what you're saying is
Mhm.
the actionable signal of a shooter, excuse me, a hammer counter shooter. So you got that
Mm.
hammer. Now, let's say that candle to the left right there, the red one. Yeah,
Here,
let's
right
just
here.
say if that was
Okay.
a shooter, it's the exact same thing what you just said, but in its
Oh,
exact same type of setup where the sellers were in control. They were in control for a little
uh-oh.
bit, and then the sellers had, all right, we had enough. We got it what we wanted. And then the
Mm.
buyers say, okay, we got
I'm
this, and they start
listening.
taking that up. And then now what we're looking for is that Momo hammer to take
Mm.
out everybody who put their, who's still, short selling that thing and put their stops right there at the top of that red bar,
There you go.
right there. I mean, that's the magnitude, and
Yeah, that is. Yep. That's actually
that's
my favorite
beautiful. And now
side.
you're taking all them mugs out. Now they're the one that's holding the bag. Now they're the ones that have to decide whether they're going to hold it or cut it. And then when they cut it, that speeds up liquidity. You
Ease
know
up
this. You know this.
liquidity. No, 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 no. You have to say it so they can get it because people
Okay,
out
okay,
here
okay.
understand. I love
I'm
it.
doing that
I
thing. I'm
love it.
doing
You
that
dropping
thing
gems.
where we're in the zone, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, the mustard's off the hot dog. I'm in the zone. I gotta slow.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So I love it. I love it. So the next thing for me, because I know a lot of people have questions about, entry, stop loss, and targets and all that. So
Hmm.
the thing for me is, like I was talking about before, I love to fail two down. That's my favorite, or to fail two up if I'm bearish.
Hmm.
So my entry would be the high of that two down candle. So another thing I used to do it like this, where I would set my stop on that same candle, right?
Hmm.
And that's cool, but I started to go down to the 4 hour because I need to know immediately if this trade is going to work out or not. It's simple as that. You know what I
Love it.
mean? So,
Yep.
hey, I'm either I'm either going to win or I'm going to lose.
No, I love
So
that. That's
I
good.
need to know what's going on. So this half the day, right? It's two 4 hour candles. That's half the day right here. So, boom, we get that trigger. If this would have went up and came right back down to that stop, okay, goodbye. I'm done. I'm done with this
Okay.
trade. We'll move on. But hey, most of the time, with everything we just discussed, it normally works out for me. All right. So we get that entry, boom. Hey, take off. That target area was right. The first one is
Hmm.
right. So the high of that red candle. So boom, quick little dip. Bam.
Yep.
I believe like right here, that was like 50%. Now, where else in the world can you make 50% profit that fast? Just using the strat alone. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me. Amazing,
It
right?
is.
So you take that entry there, boom. Target, first target. Then my second target. Now I know you're gonna hate this, but it's the Fibonacci. It's the Fibonacci, man.
Oh my gosh.
That I
Oh
know
no.
it. I
That's
know
it. That's
it.
it. I'm pulling the plug. That was a great interview. That was 6.5 minutes. That was great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But look, I mean that's just
All
something.
right, Fibonacci's, you got my attention. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw my Twitter, but I went on a rant about Fibonacci lines. I don't know if you saw that.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, do your thing. And
Oh yeah, I did. I did. I see.
if you show me how you do your Fibonacci lines, I'll tell you a short little tiny story about Fibonacci lines and how it was created. Go ahead.
Okay. So Fibonacci's, this is what I do. Like when I'm using that daily time frame for my entries or whatever, I go out to the week and I look at the previous week candle, right? So I just take the high and the low. Boom, boom. All right, they give me nice clean targets. There's been a lot of times that we broke past that first target. Of course, you take some profit there, leave runners, and there's been so many times it hit it on the money, which is the 127.2% field. I
Okay.
mean, it just smacked it, and it's like it just stopped right there. It's like, wow, and it blew my mind. Right. So that was one of my mentors that introduced me to that because I didn't care about Fibonacci's at a point, and then he told me like, hey, put your fibs this way and that way. I was like, oh, okay. So it's simple. It wasn't too complicated. I didn't have to think too hard. So
Hmm.
boom. But I say, always just had that first target right there. All right. It's simple, straight to the point with the strat. You can quickly compound an account. All right. You can quickly compound an account. Just
Yeah.
doing this little bit here. You don't need all of that. You don't.
Yeah, it's
But
bonus.
it's cool to have with the run. Yeah, with the runners,
Yeah.
just leave the runners.
Yeah.
right? Right here, you hit that first target, you need to go. I'm telling you, if people stuck to that simple thing I just said, they will be so much more profitable, right? Over time.
Hmm. I
So
agree. I
yeah,
agree.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, one last thing. So I like this because it's basically manipulation, right? On the candle. That's manipulation, failed two down. Right. So the bears were manipulated in this candle. All right. So I say manipulation plus momentum makes me money
Okay.
consistently because the momentum is coming from the full time frame continuity and the breakout, right? So I wanted candles to like break out. You get two ups, in the month, because I'm always looking at higher time frames too. So the quarter
Hmm.
was still, that was a fail two down. So I knew we can continue to push that way. But that month, when that month broke out, I said, oh yeah, this
Yep.
is go time. Right. So, and then we broke out, of course, on the week. That's what I was looking for. I wanted that breakout on that week. I said, yeah, this thing can go. This thing can go. So,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And so that's what I do consistently when I'm looking for like just straight up day trades and just keeping it simple for quick base hits. You know, we don't have to hit home runs all the time. I know we see people online is doing, 1,000%, 2,000% and stuff like this. Like, you don't need all of that. You don't, man. Because you got to think the consistency. Are
Yeah.
you having consistency? That's the main thing. My dad actually used to say, brick by brick, just build it brick by
I
brick.
like that. Brick by
Yeah,
brick.
yeah, that's it.
I like it. That's your whole strategy. That's the whole thing.
And that's my whole spiel. Like,
Wow.
I
That's
don't
pretty,
overcomplicate it. I
that's
don't
really good.
yeah. Let me go to
Yeah,
another.
show us another example. I'll tell you my short story about Fibonacci. So Fibonacci lines,
Oh
while you're
yeah, go
setting up this
ahead.
next one.
Yeah, yeah.
So Fibonacci, Leonardo Fibonacci, you can look it up, was born in 1200 AD. All right, 1200. He didn't know what a stock market was. He didn't
Mhm.
know anything about. It wasn't about making money neither. It was the Fibonacci number sequence was actually created to determine how many rabbits can be bred in 1 year. If none of the rabbits
Mhm.
died in a month, and none of the rabbits died, how many rabbits can be born in a year? So
Wow.
you take two numbers. You're given two numbers, one and two. You add those up, that's three. Then you
Yeah.
take three and two, add those up, that's five.
Okay.
Five and you just keep adding the numbers until
Mhm.
and it's all on. It's I'm not gonna go through all. I told you I was gonna be a short story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, and the Fibonacci sequence ends with the number 377. Anyway,
Yeah.
and I got it all in the video and I got it all on Twitter,
Wow.
so I can go through every one of them,
Uh-huh.
every the entire number sequence. But that's what the number sequence was about. Was talking about how
Wow.
many rabbits can be bred in a
That's wow.
year,
Yeah.
and then people took the golden ratio, and the golden ratio was invented back in Greece, back in BC time when again, it was not about money, it was not about the stock market or anything
Yeah.
like that. They took the golden ratio, matched it up with Fibonacci's, and said, okay, here's these lines that we're going to use to determine where we're gonna, where these retracements are gonna be. I'm not dogging you what you're doing right now. Okay, so I don't want you to think that's what I'm doing
Nah.
right now. But I'm just saying they're just numbers. They're
Uh-huh.
just numbers,
Just numbers.
and it's to the point where everybody uses them. So then, when people see that one, the 127.20%, they're like, oh, there it is. I need to go ahead and sell. And then you see that natural progression of, okay,
Yeah,
now
that's
of
interesting.
resistance.
Hmm.
But that, Google it. It's on my
Yeah,
Twitter.
I'll have to check that out for real.
I'm telling
Wow.
you, Leonardo Fibonacci number sequence. It's on there. I'll send you all the stuff later on.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Shoot
that
it to me.
it's
That's
wild.
something. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Because when I looked up the whole Fibonacci thing, I forgot the lady's name, but they made it seem like, she was the one that invented it, blah, blah, blah. So I just follow her videos and stuff like that. But that's deeper. What you just talked about, that's a deeper background of that. So I'm gonna have to check that out, man.
It's interesting. It's
Yeah.
really interesting. So, um, Now, this other lady that you found, maybe she saw, okay, she sees these things. Now, people say the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio, those things can be seen in other parts of nature and
Yeah,
all, all
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff too.
She
And that's
went deep
fine.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's okay. But it still has nothing to do with determining what price is going to do. And that's what I mean,
Mm.
that's what Rob's whole thing was like, it's, because I would show Rob like pivot point standard, and that,
Mm.
it's not necessarily an indicator, it's a mathematical thing. And he's like, has nothing to do with, what price is going to do next. So again,
Uh,
not
got
dogging what you're doing.
No,
Hopefully it's
I
not
know.
coming off
Yeah.
like that. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Good, good. Because I like how you're doing it to go, okay, we hit target. What's our
Yeah,
next
for my runners.
probable place it could go? Well, we know
Mhm.
everybody's looking at these Fibonacci's, and I know every time I do back testing on this, it seems to the sell off at 127.20. Let's use
It's
that.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's something. It's something. So yeah, I mean that kind of brings me to this trade. Like
Okay.
my target on it was so tight. It was so fast, right? So you run
Hmm.
into it sometime. My target's right here. My
There it
entry.
is. There's that hammer counter shooter thing right there. There
Mhm.
it is.
There it
Yep.
is. Yeah.
Yep.
So I took this trade on J and J. This was what
Johnny
back in
John.
yeah, yeah. So my entry was here.
Hmm.
Um, I had my stop loss. I went down to the 4 hour. I should have did the retracement too. So yeah, I had like a 3-1. That gave me a little more confidence with this trade to that 3-1 on the 4 hour,
Hmm.
right? Because I knew,
Wow.
hey, we were 3-1-2 up. When we
Yep.
get another two up in the afternoon, boom, big trade.
Combinations.
That's exactly what ended up happening. Let me go back. Okay. So yeah, I took my entry here, called it out to my group and everything. We took the trade that morning. We, did our 100%. We stayed in for the whole on the 4 hour, the entire 3-1-2 up, 2 up,
Wow.
600% profit by the end
Wow.
of the day. Crazy. I did a video on it and everything. Like,
I think that's I'm pretty sure I've seen that one. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure I've seen that
yeah.
one. Yeah, yeah. No, I've been watching and I've been watching. I try to stay in my own lane, because every once in a while I'll get a little, let's say fussy, whatever. So I
Uh,
try to stay in my lane. But then, no, Jay, you do good stuff.
and I
And the things you
appreciate
put
it.
out, um, it lines up. It is the strat. It is the
It's
strat.
straight. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we might have a little different flair. We might have a different way of saying things, but yeah, I
Uh-huh.
know how to create winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops. And I know when another person knows how to do it. Real recognize
Hey,
real,
hey,
like
that's what I'm talking about. Hey, you hit it on the nose with that one. So yeah, that's it. I just try to keep it simple. For people who don't know all these lines, they're basically the horizontal rate tool. So I'm sure most of y'all, if y'all are watching this, you have trading view, I'm sure,
Hmm.
or you swim and all that. But I use the horizontal rate tools right over here to your left. You can go down here, horizontal ray right there, and
Okay.
that's how I create, my little line. So I basically, oh, you want to turn the magnet on as well, and it'll clip to the high or the low, wherever you click
Okay.
at. So what I do is boom, I hit my high, and then I can double click that, type in buy calls. I like to have it on my chart too, like which calls I'm going to buy, expiration date, all that good stuff. So, buy whatever calls. I focus on in the money most of the time. I'm
Okay.
always
Good.
2 weeks out. So, everybody have their different ways of doing it. Sometimes they get weeklies. It's up to you. I don't know people account size. I'm not managing y'all money, so you know what you can afford to do, right? So just keep it simple as far as that. But yeah, just keep it simple. Buy calls here. Told you my stop loss is on the 4 hour, and you can save these. Like when you type it out like this, you
Hmm.
can right click and actually save it. Right, go to template, save
Oh.
as. All right. And my stop loss. So since I already showed you how to save it and I will show people how to save it, I'll right click it. These are my templates. I scroll down, stop loss, boom. Like I just try to make a system
Oh.
out of this,
Okay.
just a
Okay.
very simple system. Then target, right click, boom, target, keep it
I've never
simple.
seen anybody do that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and just
Wow.
try to keep this whole thing simple because I'm the type of person I don't like to think too hard when it comes to
No, because
anything.
it's
I
time to
trade
execute.
myself. Yeah,
Yeah,
look, I'm just ready to execute. If I see
yeah,
myself up, I trade it. Keep it simple. Because
yeah.
yeah, don't go down a rabbit hole because I've been down a rabbit hole and it's ugly. Like nothing is on the other side of that rabbit hole. Like
That you need. There ain't nothing in there but a dead end. No,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
good.
No,
I
and
like
then
how you,
there you
yeah.
go.
I,
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. I just keep it simple. And then of course, like I said, once I knew that we could break out of that target level, and of course I went back to my Fibonacci's. I went to
mhm.
the
Yeah, that's fine. You got them now.
yeah, yeah.
You let me tell my little story. I'm fine with it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So I grabbed the previous week,
Okay.
because that was the week that it shot up. So I grabbed the previous week high and low and went back
Hmm.
down daily. And it took like 2 days to actually hit it on the money almost. Well, we went all the way up there, but we were done here. I was done with it
Okay,
once,
okay.
I mean, because it's like you don't have to be greedy. You know what I'm saying when it comes to trade.
Yeah.
Like, look, just compound your account, keep it simple, right? I actually did the math, not to get all off topic, but I looked at the math. I'm like, man, if you make 30% profit on your account, right? Over time, I say like 9 times, you did it 9 times, you 10x'd your account.
Yeah.
30%. And that's the thing. We think we have to do 1,000% or 2,000%. We don't.
Hmm.
It's not that serious. Like just focus on compounding, focus on base hits,
Yeah.
right?
And
Just
they add
focus.
up. Yep.
They add up
And
and
small losses.
small,
Small
no, very
losses.
small loss because hey,
Yep.
the losses can come. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say they don't come. They can come, but hey, tight stops, like you mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
tight stops. This is a tight stop,
Yeah. That
very
is
tight.
tight.
So if this would have triggered and came back, I would have been out of some money. Hey, but that's a tight stop loss. That's tight enough for me to hey, I'm able to get out this trade and I still have some money. Like I'm still okay. I didn't
Yes.
like completely destroy my position,
Hmm.
right? Whereas
Hmm.
like it's a low risk, high reward, high
I love
reward.
it. That's fantastic. Now, what if have you ever gotten to a situation? I get this question a lot, so I'll ask you a situation where it does come back down, hits your
Mhm.
stop, but then goes back up. What are you going to
That
get back in, or what's your normal? Are you just
that's
done?
a really good question.
Uh-huh.
Um, no, I don't get back in.
Really? Even
I
if it goes,
don't.
even if Johnny John, goes down,
Yeah,
gets the and it goes 313 back up, Motor City Madhouse, you ain't taking it.
I
No?
don't. No. Yeah,
Wow.
because you got to think it disrespected me. It disrespected me.
Get out.
Hitting me.
What did Martin say? Get to stepping.
Yeah, I'm
Get to
done.
stepping.
I am done. Like, dude, you hit me with a three? Like, no, I'm done with you.
Everybody with a three, get out.
Yeah,
Get out.
I'm done. Now, hey, but it can't happen. It can't come, like you said, it can come back up, it can take off. But I don't, nah, man.
No,
Because
that's good. That's
I'm,
discipline.
I'm not, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. One time I was undisciplined and I did that. And it's
Hmm.
like learn through experience, right? From experience. So that's what happened to me. That's exactly what you're talking about. It went up, came down, hit me with a three. And I'm like, oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. I got in, boom, it went back up, then came back down. It hit stop. I said, oh, after that, I said,
No.
if I
Yeah.
ever get stopped out again, I am done with that trade. I'm moving on because there's
Yeah.
always the trade. I'm not gonna sit here and stress about this. I'm not gonna sit here and cry over spoiled milk. I'm gonna move on. Simple as that.
That's fantastic. No, that's good discipline.
Yeah,
Because I repeat what Rob used to say is if you get stopped out and it sets back up, get back in. And so I
that's
do
cool.
tell
Yeah,
people get back in. But
that's
I
cool.
love how you're just like, no, I've done it before, and every time I do it,
Yeah.
nope, it don't work. So no, I love it. I love it. That's
I'm telling
fantastic.
you, I mean, and I'm not telling people don't do it, don't get back in. My point is through experience, you start to learn. You just learn over time, and it's like, okay, this is what works for me. So I've learned over time what works for me, what keeps me consistent.
Yeah.
me getting hit with a three and then it's coming back and going back down to the stop loss, that don't keep that makes me frustrated.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Yes.
like, no, I'm done with them. No.
That's
Uh,
fantastic. So I would do these exact same, and that's I love this because uh I would do this exact same what you're doing right now. I would do the exact same thing with shares, and because that's
oh,
what keeps me sane. Now I got my
that's
tank back
good.
here. Now that
Yeah.
cannon, the cannon, that's my
Yeah.
that's my shares. That's my main weapon. And them little machine guns on top. That's my
Yeah.
little. That's those are my options. I'll hit them options.
Okay.
Their target up front, and brap, I'll hit them options real quick, and then I'm out because it's
Yeah.
too stressful. You can be up. It's fun to be on behind the machine gun, chuck, 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 chuck. It's fun, but after a while, you got to load that thing back up, or
Load it back up.
you trying to hit little bitty,
Yeah.
enemies in
Yeah.
front of you. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm trying to say it in without talking too much military
I
talk.
got
But you're trying to hit all these little targets running around, and it's exciting and
you.
fun. But at the same time, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm in a tank, man. Hold on, let me
Yeah.
crank this cannon back down and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Crank it back
So
down.
yeah, so like you were talking about that weekly,
Hmm.
I would totally be in that 313 up. That's what it was on the week
Hmm.
and be in there. But what I like what I'm seeing. I like what you're doing because a
Yeah.
person that does trade shares could do the exact same thing. Now, of
Exact
course,
same
our
thing.
options are the way we do things will be a little bit different because we're buying
Mhm.
shares, and then our next thing is trying to figure out where to add because we're doing
Mhm.
shares. You're doing options, and you're like, okay, we hit the target. We're taking stuff off.
Yeah.
Um,
Simple as that.
so I like what you're doing because that still applies to people that trade shares. Now,
Hmm.
do you regularly add to your position, or do you just take the four contracts and then scale out? Is that what
Yeah,
you
and
do?
that's always been a big thing. When I watch the videos, I always hear Rob talk about adding to those positions. What I do is I just go ahead and go in full size, right? And then I let it do its thing. So as it goes up, I take off.
Mm.
That's the difference for me.
Hmm.
I'm still trying to get into that where I'm adding to and all of that. I'll
Hmm.
get to it one day. But for now, I just, I go ahead in because I know my setup has worked so well for me consistently enough.
Yeah, why mess with
And
it?
it's like,
Yeah.
hey, and then on top of that, I set my risk. It's like I know how much I'm putting up. I know how much I'm
Hmm.
risking. This is it. You know what I'm saying? So I go ahead, hey, buy the amount of contracts I need to buy, boom, let it go up, take off. 30% profit. Oh, I'm happy. I'm a happy young man today.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
take all majority of those, let the runners run. See how far
Oh,
they can go. Boom.
I love it. And then honestly, I think I'm trying to look at your chart and see if I can see one real quick. But I think with that runner, and this is just an idea, but with that runner, you got one
Hmm.
contract going, and then you have like an inside bar, and it's not doing anything, and then the next one takes off. That would be a perfect place to add. Just add one more.
Oh
Just
yeah.
add
That
one
would
or two or whatever. That I'm
yeah.
just suggestions. This is your
Nah,
show.
and hey, I welcome them only because you trade the strat. That's the only reason my ears are open to your. If you trade something else, I'd probably be like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. People tell me all the time if you take the unicorn setup and then you blah blah, like, wait a
Yeah,
minute, no,
the
I'm not
unicorns.
doing that. Thank you.
Like, nah, I'm there, but I don't want to hear it, man. Oh
But yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So you got that one runner, it goes inside bar one day, and then the next day it continues up, and you're still in
Mhm.
that mug. Just buy one more, and then you can set that stop, the stop right underneath the where you added, and then you
I
continue
actually
up.
Yeah,
That
I
that's
actually like that because you said like basically if you're like swinging,
yeah.
right? Like maybe
Mm-hmm.
yeah. See, that's really good,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're swinging like because like I said, I'm primarily day trading. I do take swing trades, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
I need to look into that more on my swing trades. That's actually a good one. Yeah, but like with my
Awesome.
day trading, like it's normally the move normally happens that day most of the time.
Yeah.
Like I normally don't get stuck with an inside because it's what's happening behind the scenes, or not behind the scenes, but like what you see that has happened, that manipulation. I think that's why I'm so confident in this setup. And I
Yeah.
know it's a push because boom, like you said, got the hammer shooter on this one, shooter hammer,
Yeah.
right? And then we're coming back into this price action here is ready to flip. So that normally creates a powerful momentum type move.
Yeah, because
So
we're
it
stopping all
normally
those other dudes out.
there
Yeah,
you go. So it's like it
yeah.
normally doesn't stop with that inside candle. That's for day trades. But like on my swing trades, I'm going to look into that more. Like you said, adding when like it may end inside on
Hmm.
the 4 hour, then boom, next day go two up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now don't get on Twitter and be like, he told me all the right,
Oh no, no, no.
like Strat Soldier that told me some silly stuff. Take that off,
Oh,
Stick to what you know.
no, no,
Stick
that's
to what you
actually
know.
good. That's actually good for swing trade because I have seen explosive moves off that
Hmm.
inside candle on that 4 hour. So it'd be like a
Yeah,
two up inside, and then the next day, boom, that next candle just go crazy. I've seen
yeah,
it. So I just never
yeah,
thought to add, to my position
yeah.
from so that's really good.
And you got full time frame continuity, so that's they really
Exactly.
want it, So
Exactly. I mean, I tell people, like I said earlier, y'all, please, please, full time frame continuity. And
hmm
the reason why I say it like that is because I learned from experience. Like,
hmm
oh, there's been times like I would trade because I think it's just junk. When the daily is red, the week is green, the month is red. It's just straight chop. It's like you
Yeah,
asking for a butt whooping when that
yeah.
happens. Like, oh, that's too much chop. You
Hmm.
you're not going to get the momentum that you want. I mean, it's going to be difficult. It
Yeah.
happens sometimes. Yeah, you can get a break, but it's rare. It's hard.
I will
You
say,
yeah.
I will say this. If you're going to do something against continuity, your
Hmm.
daily and your 60 better be the same color. That means they're selling
Mm.
it right now, like a failed two up starts coming down. That
Hmm.
means, like we've seen this, and the reason I'm bringing this up because we've seen this, like
Yeah.
this week and last week, where it's
Okay.
two up on the day and then just goes red, and then
Mm.
60s are red. You got a green month, a green week, but these your 60 and your daily are red. You can still take that shooter and force on the day, for example, and
Mm.
that failed to 2-2 reversal back down on the day. Your
Yeah.
day is red, your 60s are red. You got
Yeah.
continuity. The sellers are in
Mm.
control at least today, at least for
Yeah. Yeah.
today.
And
And
you
that's where that fail.
take those
That's where I
trades.
see
Yeah.
that fail two coming in a lot. Like,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That can
Hmm.
work. I'm telling you. Like, oh, the only other thing, only other way I'm able to pull it off is if we're
Hmm.
flipping back into full time frame continuity.
Oh
But I
yeah, taking the
still, I
trade
still
back
be,
into it. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
I still be a
Yeah.
little nervous because I would still get my setup. Same thing
Hmm.
here. But then I look down here, I'm like, oh, the week is red, but everything
Hmm.
else is green.
Hmm.
So I try to put in my mind, okay, the majority should win.
Yeah.
It's a time frame. So the daily, month, quarter, year, they're all green. Week is red. I'll take it, but I'm gonna go a little small as far as my size.
No,
Like,
that's good. That's
because it's
smart.
flipping
Again, that's
back.
smart.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's very
I'm not gonna
good.
lie, it flips back, because I try to make sure it's close to the week open, flipping back over that week
Hmm.
open before
If
I
this
take
hits,
it.
yep. If this hits
Yeah.
magnitude, what's it
Mhm.
going to do? It's going to make that wheat green, and it's going
Mm.
to, yeah, love it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I
Fantastic.
appreciate it.
So 2 weeks out on your expiration in the money, and
Yeah.
then like for example, how much was one of the contracts on Johnny John here?
Oh, I had to
Two
go
weeks
on.
out in the money, just one. Just I mean, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Just
Are you good?
one contract because what I try to do while you're looking it up or whatever,
Yeah.
what I try to remind the people on the weekend shift is when it says $3.50 for an option,
Yeah.
they're really saying they're not telling you. They're saying it's $300. It's 350 bucks
Oh,
for this contract. Like
yeah.
and then people get into that mindset. And I try really hard not to use. I hate indirect language. I hate when people say, "Well,
Oh, yeah.
this option is only 750. You got it. You got
Mhm.
750." And you're in your mind thinking, "Oh yeah, I got 750." Click.
It's
Wait a
tricky.
minute, that's 750 bucks. And then you got stopped out and you're mad wondering why you took a $200 loss. Well, you
It
put
gets crazy.
750 up on the line. You
Uh-huh.
put 750. That $200 stop was a small stop compared to the 750 bucks you just threw in, but you're not
Yeah.
thinking about that because it's
I'll tell you.
$7.50. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's why I'm asking like,
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
Jimmy
yeah.
Day was like, $2. Well,
Okay, yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
not
said
bad.
indirectly, so it is 200, around 200. Because you're right. I mean, they really get in our minds with that whole, say $200 is 2.00 for options. So in your mind, you're thinking, oh, just $2. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Wait
It's
a
a
minute.
nice chunk. I ain't gonna say it's bad, but it's a nice, chunk. You have to be mindful that you are
Yeah.
spending $200 for an options contract.
Hmm. Yeah. And then you go
You
look
know?
at like options on Tesla, like, and they're like $25. $25 for one call or one put. And that's actually 2,500. 2,000 actually that'd be two
Yeah, you
uh I was it $25, that'd be 2,500. Yeah, I said
yeah,
that right.
$2,500. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And you're just like
That's a
wait a minute, you
nice.
really do you really know what you're doing? You know.
Yeah. Hey,
So
what they said, keep those stops tight,
keep
please.
them super tight. Like
That's
I ain't got that kind of money, but
it
that's
can go
where so I
left.
like to that's where I like to like I said, just try to be transparent about that kind
Oh,
of
for
stuff anyway.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
I tell people all the time, we can work with each other. You don't have to tell me your account size. I don't need to know all that stuff. I don't need to
Mhm.
know. But
Yeah.
when it
Yeah.
comes to the actual trade and execution, let's
Mhm.
do stuff that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah, if you're
Exactly.
taking like $200 losses every time you do, like, okay, so let's just say you have a super bad week. Like every time you trade, you take one
Mm.
trade a day, and you are just you're getting clapped every trade. So
For
five trades times 200. What is that?
1,000? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
$1,000.
Now how did I lose $1,000? Because
Crazy.
every time you trade, you think $200 loss is okay.
Mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
So I don't want to go off on a tangent. I'm just saying I try to make things obvious to people
And
where
that's
it's like,
good.
okay, transparent so they
To
know,
understand
okay.
that. Yeah.
And then hopefully that convinces them, okay, maybe I can't take the four that Jay Smith's talking about, but I can do two. And I'm gonna do
Oh, gotcha.
two,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
gonna take one, I'm gonna take the profit on the one, and I'm gonna leave the one as runner.
There you go.
Man.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. But
Yeah.
be mindful, like you said, of the options contract pricing and all of that. Just
Hmm.
don't get swindled in this game. I saw like a documentary, not to get off topic.
No, go ahead. Yeah, we're just chat.
It was
Yeah.
Robin Hood. I forgot the name of the documentary. It was on Netflix. But they just talked about how Robin Hood is designed to get us to like buy. They made it like a game or something like that.
Gamified it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like getting conditioned on Robinhood to just keep buying, and we're rewarded. I think with the
The
confetti and all that.
confetti and the
Yeah, yeah, it
noise.
used to be like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and it's like you're happy that you just bought an options contract. Like, no, man, you have to still be disciplined and be mindful of the amount of money that you're spending on.
Yeah.
Don't just
It,
get happy just because you bought an options contract. You did. It don't mean you won. Like.
I got podcasts. I got a podcast called In Force, and I talk about all kind of things, and I got
Gotcha.
some pretty good lessons. But I got this one that says you need to get off Robinhood, and it has the very smallest amount of no one wants to listen to that crap.
Yeah, I recommend like, hey, charge them Schwab. That's what I
Yeah,
use. A lot
I
of people
use
going to Webull. I have
yeah.
Webull on the side, but yeah,
I
charge them
use
Schwab.
TradeStation. TradeStation was
Right.
my example on
Okay.
that one, and
Yeah.
and I talk about that gamifying of. There's nothing wrong with Robinhood when if anybody's
Yeah.
out there, if anybody's starting or they're
Definitely.
still in Robinhood, there's nothing wrong with. They're making it
Yeah.
better, but it's training wheels. It's training wheels.
It is. That's why I started.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Yep.
why I started,
And then once you are ready, you move on to a different platform, and then you're like, wait a minute, okay, they're showing me like, the charts look different. You got
Mhm.
matrices of like, I don't know. You got level two. Like, I didn't even know
Yeah,
what a
all that
15
stuff.
minute chart. I didn't even know what a 15-minute chart, a daily, weekly, or monthly like charts were
Yeah.
until I got with Rob because on Robinhood they got those little bitty charts that you
Oh
work.
yeah.
Yep. And it wasn't until working with Rob we found out that those charts are 10-minute bars. They're 10-minute
Mm,
bars. So,
gotcha. Yep.
even then I was like,
Oh.
okay, well that's how I got in a trading view and learning all this
Mhm.
other stuff, because Robinhood, they just want you to trade. They just want you to
That's
trade.
it. They want
Yeah.
you to trade. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword, and they want you to lose. That's what they really
Oh, they
want.
really, yeah. That's how
Yeah.
they make their money. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. They want you to lose. They want you to load up on that hammer. They want you to load up on that two down before it
Hmm.
goes in force the next day. They want you to load up on that thing, and then they like, what happened today? What happened? I told it, man, I didn't look like a dummy in the fact that we did something stupid. I just like I did all that promo last night. Hammer on the day. There's all kind of hammers. What happened today?
Yeah.
Inside on the day all day. Boringest
Oh yeah,
dang
that's
gone
the
day in the
worst.
world.
That is so irritating. Like today, even with Spy, just straight up inside, like, dude,
Oh, it was
not
so
picking up.
boring.
That range was way
Yeah.
too big.
Oh, it
You
was
couldn't
so
break it
boring. I
down.
was like, dang on. Made me look like a dummy. That's what, you
Yeah.
know how you get your kids like do the trick, do the dance you know how to do, and
Yeah.
like, and they have a little attitude and they throw a fit, like, get out of here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
I
funny.
was waiting on everybody to see this hammer in force, and
Yeah,
nope.
that would have been amazing. Yeah, I noticed it, but it was like, yeah.
Yeah, it was too good to be true. Now we got an inside date for tomorrow, and I didn't do as much, but I did a little, and I'll probably do some more. Hey, we got an inside date for tomorrow, and then watch, it's gonna
Uh,
be inside.
oh, that'll be something right there.
Well, they're waiting on that Jackson Hole. They're waiting on Jay Powell.
That's
Right.
right.
I want you to talk about this 10x indicator you were talking about at the beginning. I don't want to forget about
Okay.
that, but I want to talk about gangster Jay Powell. Jay Powell,
Jake
straight
Paul.
up gangster boy.
Man,
If he
he
knew, if I'm telling you, one of these days he's gonna throw a gang sign up on camera. One of these days.
It's coming, man. It's coming. Yeah, Jake Paul. Man, and it's crazy how he has so much power, like to be able to move the market like he does with the FOMC and all that. It's mind blowing.
It's mind blowing. And the president was like, "You will cut rates," and he's like,
Yeah, yeah.
"Nope,
No, yeah.
nope."
Like he look, it's like he has zero tolerance for Trump.
None. None. Did you see
He-
the video where they try to tell him all the buildings? Oh man, he
yeah,
said all the buildings
well,
gonna
yeah, when
be
they were at the
$3 billion. He's like,
Hey, yeah, his face bought him like
it
what?
was like, no, it's not. You added to the building of this. Get this out of my. Oh, it was wild. It was
I was
wild.
cracking up when I see that. Like, I'm telling you, he's tired of Trump.
He is, boy. He is not scared of nobody.
He's not,
Jay
yeah, that's
Powell.
cool. That's good. He
Yeah.
stand on his, he stand on what he say,
Yeah, he
He's not
does. He
gonna
does.
change
And
up.
I heard this big long thing on Bloomberg. They said if if the Fed like cuts rates for no reason, just cuts the
Uh,
rates because it'll make the president happy, blah blah blah. It's
mm,
going to mess up the bond market. It's going to flip it upside down. Now, I
flip it
don't
up.
know. I'm not an economics guy, and I know a little bit about bonds. I don't trade
Yeah, I
bonds,
know a
so I'm
little
not going
bit.
to speak too much about it. But they said it would flip it upside down. And Japan and China already unloaded a lot of bonds with this whole talk
Mm,
about tariffs. And that's
yeah.
why the whole 90-day extension with the tariffs came in at because they were the whole everybody was like, hey, hold on, wait a minute, you messing up. Wait, hold on, pump the
Mm,
brakes.
but
And
stop.
yeah, because whole countries was like, nope, get my money out of this.
Crazy. It's craziness
It
is
is
going
crazy.
on.
Show me this 10x indicator.
Yeah,
I used to be, yeah, but now I know some people they know me from way back, and I used to call myself the indicator hater. But if it works, it
Yeah,
works. Let me see
it
what you
works for
got.
me. So kind of circling back to when I talked about the TTM squeeze and all that. That was
TTM
one of the
squeeze.
first.
That's from Ray.
Let me see.
Oh
Right.
man.
Trying to think because well, the guy who created it, his name
Oh
is
yeah, it's
John.
another guy that created TTM squeeze.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I
You're
know a
right.
lot of
You're right.
people, not a lot of people, but there's quite a few people that use it, and
Yes.
it's a lot of people that actually don't know about it. And I still got a little love for the teaching squeeze, but I don't use it as often now because of the strat. Like I don't really need it as
Mm.
much. But I said I would say the same guy, John Carter, he created the 10x candles. So all
Oh,
it does, just to keep it simple, it shows you where we're chopping in the market, where we're bearish. So we have a bearish trend or we have a bullish trend.
okay.
So he keeps it really simple. I love that he created it because it helps me spot, right, when we have a situation like this, like when we're trending. So this is another key to me being more confident in taking these failed twos. That's why I will put it on my chart from time to time because it's like, okay, cool, it's another level of confirmation. All right.
Okay.
So we got this is basically a chop zone. We're
Yeah.
chopping, chopping, chopping. All right. So in here, I wouldn't have tried, I probably wouldn't even taken none of these failed twos and none of that because it's like that's when you get your, two up, then fail two up. Then you're like, oh man, I'm done for the day. Or you get
Oh, yeah, yeah.
those
Because it's
quick
just,
stop. Yeah, you get
yeah.
stopped real quick. Yeah, so it just chop, chop, chop. So what he did was he, made this indicator or the candles like this to let you know, like, hey, okay, when it's green, look, you see it fail, well, in our sense with the strat, because I don't think John Carter even know about the strat,
Yeah.
but well, I noticed the consistency with his candles and the strat. I said, oh, so boom, every time I would get that next candle would be so big.
Hmm.
It happened consistently for me. And I said, okay, this is my next. I just needed one little more piece of confirmation to let me
Yeah.
know like I'm not in the chop zone
Yeah.
anymore. All
Hmm.
right. So that's why I use it. It just helps me out a little bit,
I
you
like
know.
it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like
So
it.
I can dig into it just real quick. So DMI, I don't know if you ever heard of directional movement index.
Hmm. Hmm.
But so what happens there is when I believe it's positive, it says like so the positive is over the negative, that lets you know that we're in momentum. And when the ADX length, when it's trending and it's above 20, that's when you're trending. But it's when it's below 20, that's when you get chopped in the market.
Mm. Okay.
Those are yeah. So not to get
Okay.
too deep
No, I'm
into
learning. I'm learning.
it. Yeah.
I'll
But
be
that's
looking for this. I don't know if this is on TrendSpider, but they got a lot of stuff on there. I'm sure they got something similar. I'll definitely check it out.
yeah. I
Um, I'm
think
down
I
for anything that helps, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I said, it's just that next level confirmation. It lets me know like, hey, we're in momentum. Just like just to go back to that one stop. I believe this.
Black.
Yeah.
Black.
Uh-huh. Yes, it had the green candles. And like I was like, okay, cool. So boom, we got our entry, and
Yeah.
that next candle was boom. And then you know what? I was a little sick because that next candle there, AFL, those same contracts right here
Hmm.
went out to do 900% before.
Man.
Yeah, so
Yeah. I mean, but that's that runner. That's that runner thing
there
again.
you
I mean,
go. Yeah.
you just, and I'm gonna say it this way. We talked about this before the show, so this is where I'm gonna bring it in just a little bit. I'll teach the strat, like I'll do a strat camp webinar, and I'll teach the whole strat in one night. And you can learn the strat in one night,
Yeah, for sure.
and whole thing. And then I always make everybody tell me a trading plan for the next day or the next week based on the strat. And I'm
Yeah.
talking about people that didn't know anything about the strat. They're talking
Oh,
about two
that's
up, two down. They're talking
yeah,
about I mean, it's awesome. It's fun.
yeah.
So, um, and then I'll let them know, like, hey, you need to. I know this was great and you learned a lot, but I need all you guys to remember this was more like a self-defense class at a YMCA. Like, I don't want you to think you can go into the octagon and then you go in there with your little hammer and force to get wrecked. Like,
Yeah, because it can happen.
I can do these zero DTEs on Friday at 15 minutes left before the
Yeah.
whole market closes. I can do it. No, don't
Yeah,
do it.
yeah,
Don't
don't do it,
don't
please.
do that. So I guess what I'm saying with all that is
Uh-huh.
I tell people I mean, leave the candles to red and green until you know what's going on. And then you can put on, because a lot of people, they'll get an indicator like, let's just say, I'm just make something up. The Strat, oh, well, there is one, the Strat Helper or whatever. And it
Oh,
colors any two up bar green, any two up bar green. And it colors
mm,
any two bar down red. And I'm
yeah.
like, you really need to know what's happening on the actual candles before you start doing stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
say all that to say with these
Yes.
10x charts, I did notice that it
Uh-huh.
colors those candles. But two things, you know what you're doing, number one, and number two, you are turning that thing off to see what the reality is because you're looking for
Exactly.
those filled, the green and the red.
That's
Yeah.
key. So, like I said, I just use it as another layer or another level of
Hmm.
confirmation. That's it. So, like you just see me do, I just took them right back off
Yeah.
because hey, I'm making sure this setup makes sense. I got my fail
Hmm.
two, I got my rig, and I'm like, okay, cool. This is a nice setup. All right, let me get this next level confirmation, make sure, then boom, it's like, oh, so we got to
Yeah.
we should get the momentum that I want. All right. That's it. That's
No, that's
all.
fantastic. I love it. I love it.
I
And
appreciate it.
oh yeah, I love it. I love I was gonna say, yeah, yeah. I love that you're putting all this, you're writing all that stuff out and doing the hard work by, buy calls here 2 weeks
Yeah.
out at this price because
Yeah.
when I'm executing, I just want to execute. And
Hmm.
then but then the other side of that is I find myself sometimes get lazy. You get a little lazy and you're like, I know what I need to buy. I
It
already
happens.
wrote it down.
Yeah.
And then you quit doing all those like little indicator things. You're like, why am I
Yeah.
losing? And you go back and
Oh,
look, well,
that's a good key. You
yeah,
have to look. You have to
hmm,
put in work. I tell
yeah,
anybody. I understand it's like little tedious work, like all those little lines I do. I
hmm,
mean, I just love to do it. You have to have a drive for it. You have to have
yeah,
consistency. I mean, look, you would do it for a job any day. You know what I'm saying? Most people,
yeah,
you put in
yeah,
work like that for a job. I mean, do it for yourself. And
yeah,
this is an opportunity to create unlimited wealth. Like if you do it right, oh man. And,
yeah.
and that's why I brought this particular strategy because I have probably like two more, but it's more so for the leaps and the swing trading, but it's still the same thing. I still use the fail two. I'm looking for a fail two. So just to keep it simple, that's what I look for. But on a consistent day-to-day basis and stuff that I post in my group, simple fail two setups most of the time. Bam, bam, fail two daily setups. Boom, let's get our 50%, 100%. Let's go on about our business. I keep it simple. I don't
Man,
complicate this thing.
daggone it. See, I hate, oh gosh, you get me all fired up. I'm gonna go out here and do some daggone options crap.
Hey, you like you say, you still use this with shares.
Yeah, yeah, stick with this cannon because I'm gonna be out here like, man, it's been a while since I shot this machine gun. Let me get on this thing.
Oh man. But
But
it's
no,
a
we had 8x trades on here. I learned some stuff
oh,
from
that's
him.
cool. Yeah. Yeah,
I
he's
had even some people that Michael Noss. He doesn't even trade the strat. He trades technical
oh,
analysis, but what he does is quantitative trading. And
okay.
so it's all so the strat and is quantitative as well. So that's where we
Mhm.
match up. So anyway, what I'm saying is, I'll have people on, and I take something from everybody. Me, I
That's
learn
cool.
something from everybody. Learn something from
Really.
everybody. So I'm gonna check it out. I'll try some stuff,
Okay.
and I might try one of these Fibonacci lines or
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah. Hey, just keep it simple. At the end of the day, hey, we gotta
Man,
all we need is our entry, stop loss, and exit.
that's it.
Have our setup, execute.
That's
Simple.
it. Do you mess around? Do you draw broadening formations at all, or are you just sticking with the daily setups without?
So
Mhm.
I did at a point, but I
Mhm.
think I just wasn't as consistent with it. I wasn't
Mhm.
as good as 8X with drawing broader formations, basically. So it's
Mhm.
like I still was trying to get it. It's like, it's just not really working for me. So I just stuck to what I knew that
No, that's
worked.
good.
You
No,
know,
that's
so
fantastic.
I'll probably look back into it more later on. But like I said, when I tried to do it, it'd be off. Like I wasn't connecting the candles right. It was just something going on
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
I just left
No,
it
no,
there.
no. Yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to derail this whole show right now, but I'm just
No, no,
saying. If you go
it
back
works
to,
though.
I wanted to see Johnny John with the 10x
Okay,
thing
yeah,
on there again.
sure, for sure.
And
So,
then because I thought I saw something with and then put the 10x thing back because you said it showed a
yeah,
chop, the 10x indicator.
yeah,
I
shows
wanted to
shot. So
see
one
zoom
second.
out if you can zoom. Yeah, and then go back to the red. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Something
Let me
like
see
that.
if I can. I don't know if I can do this. You used to be able to annotate
See,
on the
what I
chart.
would have done is something like that, and I'm pretty sure that's
No, that's
wrong.
good. And then take a see. Oh shoot, I can't.
Like that high. So it's like, okay, how far back do I go?
No, that's
That's
good. No, that's
what I
good.
struggle with.
Where is my annotate tool on this daggone? There you go. Wait a minute. That's good. That's good. Now take that blue line. You can't see to the
Right
right,
here.
right.
Like, right. Boom.
All right.
Oh, it did hit it though. Right here.
Oh,
It hit
I
that
would,
one.
yeah, I would take that blue line where that one is. That's
Okay.
no, right there. Now move it up to the top of that entire thing.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So I have
Leave
to
that
take.
point where it's at. Yeah, and then so you're gonna kick
Oh, so this one
with that.
I have to do this because it's 2 points on it. So
Yeah,
take it
yeah, do
all
it. Yeah, yeah,
back,
do it. Yeah, but you know what
boom,
I'm
and
trying to say.
then
That
once up,
one,
yeah, then
and
bring
then
that
bring
back.
that one back. Yeah,
There we go.
that's how I would draw.
It's
Yeah, well,
popping. It's trying to get
top of
it.
that wick. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
what's up? I know what
That's
you're
how I draw
doing.
that broadening
Oh
formation.
my God. Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
right there.
okay.
That's perfect. You
Oh,
did it.
okay.
All right,
Yeah.
so I just want to see, because yeah, right there, zoom, yeah, right there, yeah, keep it right there. If you can see where that chop, that yellow and that orange is all just trading sideways, and it's all stuck in that broadening formation. That's perfect. Wow,
Man, that is something. That
that's
is
perfect. I wish I could see my. Usually on this, I can annotate and like draw on charts and stuff like that. For some reason, it's not letting me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There it is. I think it's gonna let me do it.
Oh,
Okay, so
uh-oh.
all of this, there it is. Can you see that?
I can't oh yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Okay,
I see it
so
now.
all of this is
Mm.
stuck in this outside bar.
Mm.
All of this is stuck in that.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, if you look at this, oh man, wait a minute, wait,
Do
that's
I need
ugly.
to
Wait, is there a square? Hold on. Now we're doing some nerd stuff. Hold on. Where is I had some shapes
let me know
on
if I need to
here.
scoot the charts over, go to the left or whatever. Just let me know. If I do something on my
Shape.
end.
Okay, okay. Okay, my shape tool. So if
Hmm.
this, come on now, let me do it. Shape. Don't let me, Okay,
Oh, there you go.
okay, hold on.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Three,
Gotcha.
one, two.
Oh, that's a good one.
3, 1, 2. I'm
That's,
telling you, you can get as crazy as you want with this strat.
yeah, yeah, that's a good one, no lie.
But
Yeah.
okay, so it is a good one, but it also is confirmation that this also confirmation that these 10x candle indicators is legit
Ah.
because
Mm.
all that scenario one, let me see here, where's my drawing tool at? One more time, where's my pencil? Let me go back. All of this stuck
Mm.
in all of this, all of
Mm.
that. Perfect. So all these
Ah.
yellow,
Mm.
you've been doing it right this whole
That's
time.
actually, yeah, that's really good.
And then 3, 1, 2, and it breaks out, and then it goes 2 up, and then it creates another trend. Man,
Soon as it
this is
trend.
legit.
Woo.
This is legit. You've already been doing it. I'm just explaining it in a different way.
That would have like imagine because we did the whole 600% and everything, but just imagine if I left runners even longer.
Man, don't let
Because
me get you in trouble because I got you all
no,
excited.
that's I mean because that's good because like I said, I do the swing trading and leaps too, so I can incorporate that into those strategies. So that's really good, honestly,
Man. So
man.
that's where I've spent many hours drawing broadening formations, and when I used to work with Rob, like I
Yeah,
couldn't get on the weekend shift and say no crap. You get a
yeah,
phone
no,
call
he,
from
he wasn't
Rob,
happening.
like, you teaching the strat right or what?
Yeah,
So, so
hey, I love it.
but I love it. That's fantastic. I love that indicator fits exactly in that broadening formation. That's perfect.
It does. So hey, this is
Perfect.
something the viewers could start implementing. Like that
Yeah.
is really good, actually.
That's
All right.
cool.
Man,
I
love
don't
it.
want to keep you all night, man.
Yeah,
One
right,
more.
right. Let's go here all night.
Yeah. We could, because this is fun.
Yeah, it
Give me
is.
one more really good trade. If you got one. If you don't, that's okay. I'm okay with
Let
stopping.
me think.
But because I've had a good time, I had a real good time. Any other
Yeah,
ones you want to
yeah,
highlight? Like, hey, we had. It don't have to be no crazy percentage or nothing. It's just,
yeah. Let me
um,
see. I had to look through because I'm actually looking. Spy. I mean,
okay.
I don't recommend Spy to
Uh,
nobody, but hey, it was the same setup that we
mhm.
caught. So let me go back here. It was simple.
Man, there's that fail too. I know where you're going.
You see
I know
it.
where you're going
Uh-huh.
now.
That's all I was looking for. And it
Yeah,
was a
yeah, yeah.
fail two down hammer. So just so you guys can make sure I'm not lying.
There you
All right.
go.
Same setup. Same
Okay.
setup that I like to see. Okay, it's fail two hammer.
Hmm.
Boom. We got above here. Entry. Simple target. Damn.
Damn. Wow.
Simple as that. And I think I want to say that one did like 100%, 150% maybe.
Wow.
I normally try to put the screenshots on here so people would know, like, hey, he really doing, But
Yeah.
hey, yeah, it
Yeah.
did. Like, I want to say it was like 150, but that was a nice, clean move. I love clean setups like that.
Hmm.
But I turned on my 10x candles to get my confirmation. Then boom, we got our momentum. That's all I needed. I was done with the trade.
Man, I love it. I love it. So it is pretty dang simple. And I love saying keep it simple, Stratter.
That's
Keep
it.
it.
Keep it simple strategy.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. People want to do some cute little fair value dangling participle upside down pineapple cake trick. Like I ain't
Pineapple cake.
get out of here,
Yeah,
man. I made
yeah,
7,000% with this thing. Okay, we'll do it again because and then
yeah.
call it something else. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man. I ain't calling it no pineapple upside down, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's like, hey, you said you did it once. Can you do it again? That's
Can
the
you do it
question.
again?
Can
Can you
you
do
do
it
it
again? No, this was so much fun.
again?
I'll definitely have to have you on. I want you on again to talk about
Okay.
leaps because I
Leaps.
was
Okay.
trying to set somebody up to do a show about how to trade leaps because people do
Yeah.
have questions about it, and I have questions about it too. Um, and because it would make sense to like VeriSign, VRSN. Type that one in real quick.
Yes. Give me a second.
VRSN, VeriSign. And I've been trading this one with shares. Um,
Mm.
and go to the yearly chart if you
Yeah, I
could.
was just about to go there.
It's kind of fizzled out now, so I'm out of it now. But I've been trading this one with shares, and I'll tell you why as soon as it pops up.
It's taking a while to load. 1 second.
It's all
Okay.
good. Keep there's a yearly chart. Yeah, see right there. What is that on the year?
Oh my God.
Hammer in force on the
That
year. On
that
the
was the
year.
one. That was
So, and that's in that now I've been trading that with shares. So I mean, but can you imagine taking an option, a leap
oh
option that goes, okay, it's
man.
2-2 reversal up on the year, buying it, leaving
Yeah.
it alone, go do something else until it either hits magnitude or hits your alerts or whatever, or just this is just not going to work. You need to cut
That
it,
is that is amazing. And I'm gonna be honest with you real quick. This is pretty much what I do when I'm looking at leaps. Hey, I'm on a
Mm-hmm.
year. If I don't see anything there, I may see, we're in force, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll go to the 3 month and I'll see if
Mm-hmm.
we have like a reversal or failed two. You know what I'm saying? It's the
Yeah.
same stuff. I love failed twos because I know
Yeah.
one side, either the Bulls or the Bears, got manipulated. So
Yep.
price is going the other way. Simple as that. So it's
Yep.
like, hey. I put time on. I get like 2 years out or whatever, and there we go.
You
There
gotta
we go.
show me. You gotta show me. So you gotta come back on next time and show us that.
Okay,
Definitely.
got you.
This is too much fun. Is there anything else, any last final tips you want to give anybody before we
Um,
wrap it up?
yeah. So my main thing is, hey, just keep it simple. We've been saying it the whole show, but like I know a lot of people struggle, with trading options, and if you like manage your risk and keep it simple, I just gave you a strategy that can pay you a lifetime. So just do that. And also, as far as I don't know if we can promote on here or whatever,
Yes, yes,
but
that was my
yeah.
next question. So you know
Okay.
what? Go ahead and turn this chart, turn it,
Oh, okay.
unshare
I'm
your
sorry. Yeah.
screen so we can go big screen. And then yeah, where can we find you? That's the next thing. And then
So yeah.
your website, all that stuff.
Oh,
Yes.
good deal. So on Twitter, my handle is at I am John J. Smith. And as far as my website, it's jsmithtrades.com. And kind of circling back to what I said earlier, yeah, I know a lot of people, they struggle. They're new, all that good stuff. So I charge $5 to become a member. Right. So it's less than Starbucks coffee. You know what I mean? I always
That's
say
pretty
this.
good.
I keep it, cheap for people because I want to help as many people as possible. I want them to understand the strat. I got like a free little course in there. I kind of teach about the candles. Just keep it simple because I don't want people overcomplicating this because I wish somebody just charged $5 for me to join a group when I first started, you know what I'm saying? And really help me, genuinely help me, right? All the
Yeah.
way through. That's what I provide for people and just try to help because I know how it is for the new trader.
That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. And you're doing it and you're doing exactly what Rob talked about. You learn the strat and then you
Yeah.
show the next person.
Show the
It's
next person.
awesome. That's what it's all
Yep.
about. Thank you so much.
No
I'm gonna
problem.
get out of here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk to these guys a little bit more about stuff and things.
Okay.
And thank you so much for being on here. This is
No
awesome.
problem.
Very good show. Very good
All
show.
right now.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Peace.
All right. Yep.
Gonna mess the show up. But Combat Load is where you can get everything that I have on the Strat Camp website all in one bundle, all right? And then when I come out with new products, it'll come into that bundle. But it's everything that you need to do battle in these markets, all right? It's everything that you need, to include a one-on-one session with me to make sure that you are on track. And then you have email access to me so you can continue to ask questions. You can show me your winning trades and you can say it's working and it's awesome. Thank you so much. You know, you can send me your testimonials, you know, and then, but if you get stuck because the market changes, you go, holy, hold on, what am I looking at? And then we can work through it. All right. You were really good at this. You were really good at, you know, just buying the dip. All right. But now the market's moving, changing a different direction. All right. So you got to adjust fire. Either you're going to stay in cash or you're going to do this. All right. That's what I'm talking about. That's the level. Go be in Cruz. Again, she's a great example of someone that just came in, went through the Strat Camp webinar, learned how the Strat works, and then we talk all the time. And we have so much fun laughing at the charts, and she's having some good trades on her own as well, all right? And she could do it on her own. She doesn't need me to keep like feeding her all the stuff like these other guys are doing, all right? One thing I also want to say about the StratSoldier.com, the Strat Camp as a whole, it's not a subscription service, all right? Not a subscription service. So I'm not trying to like, you know, hook you in on something from, you know, every month you got to keep on paying. It's about to be Christmas time, and there's going to be all kind of daggone subscriptions that you have. My kids buy brand new video games, and then I have to friggin' subscribe to all this junk so they can play the game, all right? It's not another subscription program. Get in there. Buy a course on actionable signals. Buy a course on time frame continuity. Buy the ebook on how to, you know, how to even get started with stocks, and that comes with a bonus video as well. All right, so you know what you're looking at. And then I have another course coming up with about broadening formations. All right, or you can get it all again on the Combat Load.